Hey everybody, this is Fi. I'm checking out Tiny Combat Arcade. This is part of the AGDG Demo Day 23. Now, this is a game that I guess is a new iteration of one that I played before. I think this one is built from the ground up as sort of a different game, but similar to the other one that I'd played, which is sort of a proof of concept, I guess. That's kind of what I gathered from reading the game page here. I'm not going to go and read through everything written in the game page this time, but I did kind of skim through it, and it looks like it should be pretty straightforward, so we're going to give this a shot. I do have my Xbox 360 controller here, so we're going to use that. Let's go ahead and get rid of that overlay, and we're going to try this out. So I haven't seen anything past this screen. Some interesting looking models for the planes here. I actually quite like those. It's got some interesting audio going on here. Oh, interesting sound effects. Scoreboard. Alright, so in true arcade style, how do you get rid of it? There you go. Alright, options menu doesn't exist yet. Free flight and arcade, so I don't know what free flight is. I mean, is it just like an open area, or are there actually enemies? I kind of want to try that, I think. Oh, it says break the targets. Okay. So I guess it's kind of a different... Maybe it's like an untimed... This is mission target 0. I don't know what that means. The minimal AAA. I don't know what AAA is. I know what AA is. Maybe that's a different thing. I'm not that, Alright, so... For one thing... Alright, so the gamepad is working, but the mouse kind of is working too, so I was wondering if that was going to like mess something up, but... Alright, so we got our roll and our pitch here, and then the yaw is going to be on the triggers, it looks like. And the bumpers for the throttle. I don't see, is there an on-screen indication of the throttle? I guess it's purely out. Oh, well, there's a speed indicator. But other than that, I guess it's mostly the audio. It doesn't feel like I'm moving very fast, but I guess that's just kind of the nature of this sort of thing. So I got a rear... Is that a rear view mirror, or is that... No, that's... Oh, it's like a zoomed in the top right corner I'm talking about. There's like a missile incoming. Oh no. Alright, so I think I remember noticing the dev mention something about how he tried to add a directional indicator to the incoming missile warning, but like it didn't work. So definitely be nice to have that, but obviously dev already knows that. So it's weird that you have this like zoomed in thing in the top right there, but I guess it's... Is it even zoomed in, or is it just a... I guess it is. Confusing. Alright, so there's some flanging going on with the audio and the different things here. So yeah, I'm just kind of flying around. I'm not really trying to do anything, I guess. It says to clear to 0 target, so I guess it's just not... expecting me to do anything. Now, is that even within line of sight? I guess it's not, so... I'm going as slow as I can, almost. I guess I can go a little slower. Alright, so the turning isn't too bad in this game. I kind of wish I could slow way down. I know it'd be like unrealistic, but... For these kinds of games, I always like the idea of making like really unrealistic everything, basically. I guess it's not everyone's cup of tea, but it's kind of what I always wish for, because I think it would just make the game a lot funner if you could just kind of eschew all the realism and just go for whatever feels fun to play. But I don't know if there's the rocket button. Oh, okay, there's a lock-on button, so what about the X key? apparently I'm actually, oh, I think I just bounced off the ground. uh, Interesting. So yeah, apparently you can't just fly sideways without losing altitude. We're gonna go ahead and, oh, the start button doesn't work, so that's disappointing. Escape key, okay. Invert pitch, main menu. So let's actually go to the proper. It looks like the controller doesn't work in the menu either. It's not a big deal. Destroy the offshore anti-ship missile launches so we can move our fleet closer. Time limit 160. Is that seconds? Threats none. Fire to continue. So it'd be nice to have some sort of tutorial just to like show the buttons. I think it was mentioned on the page, but like it's just hard to remember whatever you read on there. And I think, alright, Y is lock on, but you have to wait for that to show up, right? I should just slow down. Which button? Slow down. Now once that's locked on, I can switch targets, right? Oh, did that miss? I think it hit the, Alright, so there's a little bit of wave in the trajectory of the missiles, so I'm wondering if that's actually causing the missiles to miss the target because they're hitting the platform instead. Mission complete. So that was nice and easy. So the thing in the top right is showing, I guess, the missiles target, which is quite cool, actually. Actually really cool. Now, I don't play a lot of games like this, so I don't know if that's like something that appears in other games, but destroy the garrison of tanks at the central island so our marines can safely move in. Right, 4 targets. There's a surface-to-air missile on the beach. That's 2 of them. And while they can be dangerous at range, they can be usually defeated by flying below 100 meters. Alright, so is there... I don't see an what do they call it? Altimeter? Altitude? Indication on the HUD here. But... Alright, missile incoming, I guess. Is that it? There's a... I think that's a SAM, right? So that's dead. Now, it'd be nice to have some indication of like what the different boxes are, because you can't really. I mean, I see the target is going to be like our mission, the mission objective, presumably, right? Alright, so that's a hit. So the green ones, are those the secondary objectives? Those are SAMs or something? AAA, so I don't... keep wanting to use the triggers for the throttle. Not sure why everyone likes to use the bumpers for throttle. It seems so strange to me. In any case, alright, so there's a time limit, so I should actually try to focus on the mission a little bit, and I kind of want to look at that. What is that? Is that another SAM? Oh, I actually hit it. That was interesting. I feel like I should kill that. Oh, that's a SAM, and then I don't know what AAA is. It's a different sort of something. Let's go ahead and kill these, though. I think I can switch targets. The missile is still hit. Okay, good. So I should be able to just let it go and do its thing. Right? Mission complete. Alright, so pretty straightforward so far. Definitely, you know, the missions are really simple to start out with, which kind of feels good. Some of these flight games, they kind of throw you into these big missions that take like a really long time, and then you know, it could be easy to just like screw up and then you fly into the ground or something, and then you just have to start the whole thing over again. It's quite annoying just from a time perspective, like how much time you're spending on it. So I kind of like how this starts out with like really simple missions, and it just like gives you the opportunity to get a feel for the game and the controls. Like I mentioned before, it would be nice to have, you know, the game just briefly go over what the controls were with you and just do a little tutorial type thing. But so far, so good. Enemy has taken notice and sent long-range bombers. Intercept and shoot them down. Pair of inexperienced light fighters. The escorts will notice you right away, but as they're still green, they might be tepid about engaging. Interesting. Alright, so I guess I have to... The orange ones are the ones that I need to kill, and the green ones are like secondary objectives, presumably. Kinda think I should... Wow, okay, that was not what I was expecting. Okay, so I wasn't expecting the ramming tactics here. Interestingly, I didn't take any damage. It's also a little weird, like... Okay, I can hear something flying around me. There's a green arrow. I'm just gonna go where the green arrow's telling me. Okay, the green arrow's pointing at that guy I already shot down. Okay. So here everything is kind of blue. It's hard to kind of... I could imagine someone getting like turned around like this and not knowing which way was up or down. But... So I do have the Burt weapon, but I don't know how hard it is to use. Maybe I'll just try it out. It seems like you have to get really close, and it might be hard to match the speed of these aircrafts. I don't know. Maybe a little close. Anything hitting? Also, I've noticed the reticle is getting a little hard to see against the light background because it's this green color. There's really none of that hitting. I also don't know if there's any like hit indicators if you do hit. It also might just be the case that the hitbox is just ridiculous and it's not unforgiving. I mean, it is unforgiving. I'll just shoot it. Yeah, I mean, I'd like to try out the... So it does have this thing where I can... Alright, so it does work. There doesn't appear to be any hit indicator. I didn't notice it before, but it does have the weird... I don't even know what it's called, but the little circle-y thing that shows you kind of where to aim, and some aim assist type thing for the gun there. One thing I'm noticing is that like after you destroy a target, it kind of stays, the game kind of stays locked on in a sense. Whoa. Hello. Can I slow? Oh, I want to slow down more. Alright, so the arrow is helpful. I do get the impression the hitbox is really unforgiving for the machine gun here, and I can't seem to... I'm just spinning around. Okay. Alright. What was I saying? Alright, so it seems like after you kill a target, the game kind of stays locked onto it. So you keep this little arrow thing pointing towards them. Mission... Oh, I wasn't I wasn't watching the time. Alright, no big deal. This should probably actually be pretty easy to do if I actually focus properly on it. Do I not get to... Oh, I have to start over? Oh, that stinks. Alright. But yeah, I think I think you know what I was trying to say, where it kind of stays locked on after the thing dies. It just kind of gets a little distracting. I mean, I like how you can watch like the the planes fall out of the sky on the little the screen thing here, but I don't like how like the arrow keeps pointing you in that direction. This is making me think that when I see that, I think that that's kind of where I should turn next. Where I'm trying to kind of find my next target or something, and the only thing on screen is this giant arrow, but it's like pointing to the thing I already killed, so it's kind of, I guess, a little counterintuitive. So yeah, if I actually just focus on the objective here, this should go pretty quick. Oh, that was too early. Is it gonna... Alright, incoming missile. That said, if I fly slow, it should be no problem. I mean, fly low. Fly slow. Alright, so the core mechanics, everything seems to work pretty functionally here. Did I hit that too early? Seems like they're gonna take more than one shot. Is that what? I actually think the missiles are a little too wavy, in my opinion. Like, I can understand if they kind of veer around once in a while, but they just kind of constantly. I guess I was too close. The missile couldn't track or something. Oops. Sometimes I see that red thing start to pop up and I just, like, I think it's locked on already, but it's just the unfamiliarity with the game. Just kind of being twitchy about it. Oh, that's dead. Oh, I don't have any missiles left. Oh my goodness. Alright then. So yeah, it would be nice to have some kind of indication of if I'm hitting it or not. It's kind of hard to hit such a thin target at this angle. Alright, it's dead. Oh, is that it? And that's the whole thing. Okay. Alright, so yeah, I guess, I don't know. I don't even know if this even works. This might just be like a placeholder or something. Because I don't think, unless I skipped over it, I don't think it like brought up a thing for me to type anything in. On the other hand, maybe I just didn't like score high enough or something. I don't know. Oh, I selected the wrong thing here. Right. I was gonna do the free flight again. I don't know if there's any point in me playing any further. So yeah, it's really, I mean, it's really straightforward. It's kind of what you would expect and not really anything else. Looks like there's some targets in here I could shoot down if I want to. Fishbed rookie. But yeah, I mean, everything in general, it feels pretty good. Sometimes I don't like how it takes forever to kind of spin around like this in these games. This doesn't feel too bad though. It feels reasonably fast, so that's cool. Advanced Sam. Alright, so they're showing the distance, it looks like the number underneath the target here. Oh, it's actually flying away from me. I'm gonna get shot or something. I guess that thing is just faster than I am? I don't know. Just... Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know about dodging any missiles if they just... You can't really see them coming a lot of the time here, so... Looks like they're not too accurate. What is that sound? Why didn't that missile lock on properly? I thought I was locked on. Maybe I just accidentally hit the wrong button and it unlocked or something. I'm getting shot at. I guess I took... Oh, I am taking damage. Okay, so there's not really any hit indication when you take damage. Like, there's not any visual or audio feedback of taking hits, so that would be something I would add in for sure. But that's all pretty obvious stuff, so yeah, not much... Probably not much that I can offer for the playtest video here that the developer probably hadn't already thought of, but nonetheless, it's pretty interesting. And I would like to see it developed on more. I mean, it's a fun sort of game, so yeah, I found it pretty enjoyable, and I do like the simplicity of it, which is something if the developer intends to keep working on this, I would strive to kind of keep, because I think that's compelling in its own way. So, you know, I guess if you can keep the core mechanics simple, then you can kind of try and sort of make some of the surrounding mechanics more complex, like the various enemy designs and different sorts of scenarios and level designs and everything else, and that tends to work out well, I think. So yeah, hopefully this video was useful for you. Definitely let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you guys in the next one.